This is Perspectives with Laughn and Rodney Grimes. Perspectives is San Antonio's #1 historical news program. Thank you, San Antonio.
Greetings and welcome to Perspectives. I'm Laughn
And I'm Rodney Grimes.
As you know, here on Perspectives, we take a look at our past in an effort to learn more about who we are, where we've been, and where we're going.
A long-winded way of describing the crushing maw of hopelessness that is examining San Antonio's past and discovering, well, something like this.
And as usual, my co-anchor finds despair where well-adjusted adults find cultural discovery.
I've discovered something, all right. I've discovered how fortunate I am to know the difference between acceptable competition and disturbing abuse.
The year was 1981, and the youth of South Texas were endeavoring to discover the range of their physical limits, putting their young bodies and minds to the ultimate scholastic test. Classrooms and laboratories around the region were filling up for Le Melancolia Competitive, or the Sadness Derby, a rigorous gauntlet of sleep deprivation, isolation from society, and character-building strenuous academic examination.
This contest at San Antonio gives each student an indication of what their competition will be like either in their district or at the next step, which would be regional. And a lot of the students, it tells them that they need to do some more work, certain areas they need to brush up on.
Rodney, this is precisely the kind of extracurricular activity you should have had more of. A way to learn what your true potential in life can be.
When are you going to learn? When are you going to figure out that I and legions of free-thinking, intelligent adults everywhere do not need the instruction or approval of others to function correctly and successfully in modern society?
And when will you learn, Mr. Grimes, that without such benchmarks of achievement to measure yourself by, one can never truly know oneself?
Okay, Lama de la Croix, why don't we find all the proof I need right here in the video? You see kids taking a test of endurance.
Indeed I do.
I see kids measuring their necks for their own noose to hang themselves. I see cruel experiments on twins forced to dress alike. Just look at them. They're like zombies, afraid to make eye contact.
These kiddos are ones that are willing to give up their free time on weekends, especially on Saturdays, travel great distances in some cases, and lose some sleep and do a little competing.
You know, stuff like this is still going on. Parents ramming their kids into as many activities as they can, trying desperately to either tire their kids out to the point of exhaustion so they don't bug mom and dad with that annoying interaction thing, or trying to turn their kids into show dogs they can brag on. Oh, did I tell you little Billy is the top-rated student in his self-cutting group? Boy, his clothes are a mess these days. Can I have my own show on TLC? Whee!
Grimes! This is a perfect example of your generation's spineless liberal nature. You don't disapprove of Le Melancolia Competitive because you think it's cruel or inhumane. You hate it because you know you'd fail miserably at it. All that technology and self-righteous indignation has melted your brain.
I take exception to that, Laughn. You should know by now that I'd never enter that competition in the first place. That's what weekends are for. I feel sorry for your kids.
What about my kids?
I feel sorry for them.
I haven't spoken with my son since he became an adult and decided my opinion on certain elective surgeries were grounds to end all contact with me. For all I really know, he's serving time in a Thai prison. Again.
Okay.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week.
Join us next week when the Klan comes to town to battle some drag queens.
We'll be back at... Wait, what?
Looking at the past.